Good afternoon again. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We are going back to the JRC, of course, but first, the disclaimers. If you're unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, the pertinent links are going to be right there in the description box. We have Autisticoya's massive archive with all the JRC receipts. We have the article written by Neuroclastic, where they interviewed over 800 ABA professionals in regards to the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center's so-called behavior modification program. The same article that got so deep under the JRC's skin, they threatened them with a defamation lawsuit if Neuroclastic didn't remove the article from the website. They did refuse, guys. Please read the article. Share it on all your social media. We also have Neuroclastic's GoFundMe linked in there, because unlike the JRC, we do not have unlimited funding at our disposal, just in case they ever do see through with their threat. Trigger warnings. When we talk about places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center or Agape Boarding School for Boys, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please utilize the headphones. Also, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity and speak on dark subjects. If your child's 16 and younger and watching this, parental supervision is advised. Alright guys, where we left off. New paragraph. With the failure of these less intrusive means of treatment, JRC sought and received court authorization to supplement SAS's behavior modification treatment plan with aversive interventions, including the GED devices. Here we go again. A. Those are not less intrusive forms of treatment by anybody else's definition but yours, JRC. If you invade someone's space without their consent and rearrange their room and move things, in particular to deliberately try and trigger a response and put it down in a notebook, that is not non-intrusive. That's intrusive as hell. If you were to try to do that on a private residence, that is the sort of shit that can get your ass arrested, hauled into the Hughesgow, okay? Yeah. Less intrusive, my ass. If you are in my space without my consent, you are intrusive. Point blank. Your reward system is an outdated joke. The so-called rewards are not at all in any way, shape, or form age appropriate. Considering you are advocating for this 31-year-old woman, someone who should have over a decade ago already been properly integrated into adult services. You know, if Massachusetts were fucking normal, which they're not. It's not non-intrusive. Okay? Your reward system is not age appropriate. Taking away tokens from a 31-year-old woman so that she won't get time in the ball pit or a pizza party. Yeah, that kind of reward system wouldn't work on my ass either. Wanna know why? Because I'm 40. Those are not even remotely close to being age appropriate. I would not give a single damn about somebody removing tokens from me. Well, that means you don't get time in the ball pit. Does anything on my face say I give a single shit? I'm 40. Okay? Your bizarre behavioral rehearsal lessons that you've already confessed to us are done for the exact means to manipulate those behaviors out of them. If they give you the behavior, you punish them. If they don't give you the behavior, they're disobeying, and then you punish them. If you call any of that less intrusive, you sincerely need your head examined. Okay? Number 1. Number 2. How many times do I have to say that judges do not go to medical school, they go to law school, before any of you morons will actually get the point? JRC. Not talking to my audience, you all are great. For the love of God, you could say court authorized all you want to. That doesn't make it actually safe. The judge's word is not the end-all be-all. To even try to use that as a form of justification for your insanity is just stupid. This is special level stupid. This is licking your finger and sticking it into an open light socket stupid. Okay? It's literally that level. Judges make the wrong decisions all the time, even in just regular legal matters. That's why the appeals process exists. Okay? They are not the end-all be-all in order to determine whether a form of treatment is safe and beneficial to the person receiving it or not. Their job is to make rulings on the law. The only reason they keep signing off is because you keep holding that 1987 decree over their neck like the eternal sword of Damocles. A very, very outdated law that if we lived maybe in a less corrupted world would have already been revoked decades ago. You know, the way it was with literally every other state of the Union. Okay? Trying to say, well, we gave her a week, and we tried all of these deliberately, manipulatively, psychologically intrusive methods to make their behaviors better, so none of them worked. The only answer was to stick them on a human shock collar. Yes, we've heard you the last billion times, JRC. There is no argument you could put forward at this point. There is no justification you can bring in front of us that is going to, in any way, shape, or form, justify the evil you perpetuate on every single student there. Yes, every single student. Even those who are not on the GED device. Year after year, decade after decade. It's torture. It's torture. We know it looks bad, but there is no but. JRC. There is no but. It's monstrous. The point of the full functional behavioral assessment was something that was developed as we came out of the institutional era to improve mental health as well as treatment programs for those of us with developmental disabilities, instead of throwing us away in society and then throwing away the key and forgetting we existed, while unscrupulous doctors, clinicians, and madmen experimented on us like they were disciples of Mengele. Okay? You can't justify it. Using the court-ordered, especially considering the state we're talking about, where I know for a fact I have traveled outside the United States, to Scotland and England. You want to know the only reason why they know the name of the state of Massachusetts? The Salem witch trials. You using this court authorized? Considering your own state's background. It's not cutting it, JRC. What it does show, though, is you are definitely in the same vein as the ancestors who strung up innocent women and men because of their own judgmental attitudes and paranoia, though. We're going to go ahead and close on that for this one, folks. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do tend to get removed from time to time. So please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Please don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time. And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll see you all here in just a moment. Bye-bye, everyone.